The weird and wonderful world of Lost is obviously put together and brought to the TV screen by a whole host of people. The two guys responsible for creating the chaos and playing with our heads so much are Damon Lindelof and J.J. Abrams. Each episode is shot in about 8 to 10 days, and whilst all of us involved in making Lost feel the pressure, it's Damon and J.J. that keep coming up with all these mad twists and turns and oh my God moments that keep the audience wanting more from week to week. I don't know how those guys sleep at night.
It is, at times, very frightening and overwhelming because I think its success is predicated on the audience saying, like, what's going to happen next?
It showed that from the very beginning, people, when they saw the pilot, they said, oh, it's an exciting 2 hours, but how do you do a third hour, or a fourth hour? And I can't say that Damon and I knew from the beginning how to answer that question. For me, the first thing that I thought was, what if the island wasn't just an island? What if they found something? And the thing that they found implied that there was much more to this place than just your typical island.
You have the others. Is Ethan Ron one of the others? You've got this French woman. You've got all these things going on. And they can do that any time they want. They can just put a sucker punch in and introduce a new character. Where the hell did they come from?
Action!
We don't have all the answers. We don't know what the plan is that they've laid out in the brilliant minds of JJ and Damon. And I have a lot of trust in them as far as what they come up with, because what they come up with so far is, I think, is brilliant.
They definitely think out of the box, if you will.
Places, everyone! Clear! Here we go!
Even us as actors, we get the script and we're like, oh my God. It's like, God, what's gonna happen? What happens to such and such? It really is just a page-turning thing, I think, for all of us.
You good, Em? Yeah. Okay, ready, and action.
I'm dying to know what's gonna happen in the next episode. It's like they keep us on our toes.
Reset background, same thing for us. Here we go.
That's what they must get a kick out of, because they know what the island is and they're taking you through a journey and giving you little bits of information, a few answers that are going to mean more questions.
We're not just throwing out questions arbitrarily. We sort of know the answers to, what the monster is or where the polar bears come from, but we're just not at a point yet where we need to answer that.
And roll them!
The beauty of it is it doesn't feel contrived. It doesn't feel like they're stringing you along and just going, oh, a bit bored now, let's put someone else in. It's just this intricate web where anything is kind of possible.
Of course, we need to give the answers to some of these questions, but, the more mysterious the island is, the more watchable the show becomes.
That's right.
You can see it sort of ticks lots of boxes for lots of different constituencies, and the makers have sort of latched on something very clever from that point of view. I think the big challenge is whether it's getting somewhere.
The audience will tune out if you don't give them any answers, if they're just like, oh, they have no idea what the monster is, and they're just throwing polar bears and weird stuff out of the jungle now just because they're like trying to fill up time, They have to be very calculated decisions that we make.
The killer would be that if at the end it's like, oh, who cares? That's a disappointment, But I feel like because it is ultimately about these characters who are asking all the same questions that the audience is asking, and the situations I think are scary and funny and heartbreaking and sexy and emotional and all these things, that to me is what's more important than getting to that big, oh my God, sort of, uber answer.
Hey! Hey!
One day the skies will open up and some character will appear and go, people of Flight 815, here are the answers to all the mysteries. Here's the monster. Look at it. And it'll be like, right.